You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network. Now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, King Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for the final season of Entourage. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest Entourage news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, it's AFTERBUZZ TV for Entourage.
Hey! I like that. What would you call that?
I don't know.
The hand
That's
in the
like,
air move.
Yeah, there you go.
It
Hand
looks like
in the
something
air,
you would maybe do.
Mexicali, you know. Keeping it real.
It was spirited nonetheless.
There you go.
So appreciate it.
Thank you.
What's up, everyone? Welcome to AFTERBUZZ TV. Tonight we are talking Entourage, and I'm going to be your host, Deidre Behar. But I'm nothing compared to these elegant people I'm sitting with tonight.
It's only half true.
No, you know it's the truth.
No, really. No.
I love how we're divided tonight, the guys and the girls.
Yes.
So in the spirit of ladies first, I'm going to go ahead and introduce the gorgeous Sydney DeBear.
Hello, everyone.
Media career woman, Entourage enthusiast. This woman does it all.
Yes.
So
In such
She's
short
cute,
amount
too.
of time.
she is cute.
Thanks. Thanks, guys. Keep it coming.
Yeah.
Wow, this is all about the yeah.
Yeah, we're feeding the ego tonight.
Yeah, we are.
And then of
We
course,
do that.
on the male side of the table, we've got David Abed,
Hello?
Michigan
Welcome.
alum,
I'm here.
Entourage fan.
representing everything anybody wants.
Yes. Back from your wedding. How was it?
Beautiful wedding.
Not your wedding.
yet.
No,
Sorry.
no, I am
That's
not
clear.
married.
Whoa.
Not
You
my
attended
wedding at
a
all.
wedding.
I attended
So
a
hot in
wedding.
here.
It was outside in San Clemente, my first time over there. Very
beautiful.
Very nice, yeah.
Mountainous in the background. Had some cake, steak.
Had some champagne.
Some
I
champagne.
hope.
I brought a flask because they only had open drinks for 1 hour, cocktail hour, and then you had to pay for your drink.
I've never heard of that. Is that a
Mad
new
dash.
thing that people are doing?
What?
I had never heard of it either,
Right?
and neither had anybody I told. And I couldn't bring a date either. Like she was like, "Oh, it's so like tight that I can only invite people I know, and I've never met your girlfriend."
If you're gonna be alone, an open bar is gonna be more than
Necessary.
essential.
I
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So I was chugging glasses of wine and had a flask of rum that I went to.
Mix
Way
Time
to
of
stay
need,
true to
yes.
like your fraternity roots.
That's right.
Yeah.
And
All about that.
My whole, because it was an office wedding, so my whole office was like, David, we're going to whip out that flask soon. So while they might make fun of me at first, they come to me.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. Please
Wow.
tell,
Turned out to be
please tell me
useful.
you put it in a water bottle and stay true to high school moments.
No, I kept it in an actual flask in my
Okay.
pocket and put it in my coffee at the end of the
Now,
day.
see,
If you're gonna do it, do it right.
Nice.
Yeah.
see,
Yeah,
I
that's
would
right.
have given
Let's
you
keep
more
it classy.
points.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would have given you more points if you would have duct taped it to your inner thigh.
Well,
Because that's how we kept it real.
that's
Yeah.
how I lost
Yes.
half of my hair. So I'm not doing that
Trying
I
anymore.
could learn a thing or
Claire.
two from Vince last week. I'm just saying.
That is
well,
true.
I'm
Talk
just
about
saying.
college days.
Entourage life lessons. They come in handy.
Exactly.
And we're
Mazel
in,
tov.
Yes.
in the spirit of
Canadians.
yes,
Yeah.
and Canadian bacon and all things
Love that
north
Canadian
of
bacon.
our border.
Yes.
Christopher Joseph joins us tonight.
Christopher.
What's up?
Now, what did you do over the weekend? How are you?
Oh, wow. What a weekend it was. I was actually lucky enough to attend Lillian Garcia's, who's not here, and I'll explain why, her music video.
She did talk about it last week on air.
Oh, my God.
Went better than expected.
Honestly, I was blown away by it. Seriously, not being biased or anything, I was blown away. And the reason why she's not here, unfortunately, is because, well, you see, she's kind of allergic to feathers. And let's just say that there was some use of feathers in the video. Don't
some
worry,
feathers made an
Peta.
appearance.
There were
they did.
no pigeons or flock of a
Flamingos.
feather. Yeah, animals hurt in this video. Okay, it's okay.
Now, did she have a delicate
But,
pillow fight with somebody?
Yeah, maybe.
Were there boas?
Maybe. No boas.
Okay.
No boas. I'll let
Good.
you.
There
I'll
was
let
a
your
pillow
mind.
fight.
I'll let
Okay.
your mind
Yeah.
go a little bit.
I
But
can't
her
wait to
fans
see.
are in for a treat. Unfortunately, Lil's on vocal rest for a little while because she had an allergic reaction. She's okay. She's okay.
Thankfully.
She just has to take a little bit of rest. So,
Understandable. Well,
but wow,
Lillian, we hope
amazing.
you feel better.
Yes.
We hope you
You're
feel
welcome.
better. We hope you're here next Sunday.
And can't wait to see the video. I'm sure it takes
Cannot
a little
wait
while
to
to
see
edit.
the
Takes a
video.
little while.
But
I haven't heard when it's coming out yet,
Yes.
but I know it is around the corner.
wow.
So get
That's
excited.
exciting.
Very
Very
exciting.
exciting.
Yeah.
And how's
yeah.
the song? Cool?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah. All I can say is muy caliente with a little,
Okay.
actually a lot of loca.
Really?
A lot of loca.
I like some loco.
Is it
It's a lot of loca.
is it Spanglish, the song?
I don't know how much I can put out there.
Okay. know
Okay.
what?
Oh, I
that's
like it.
fine.
We're digging like
Hey,
what
I'm
you
channeling
know.
my inner Sophia
Yeah.
Lear.
I was gonna say
okay?
like Sophia right now. Good segue. I
Yes.
mean, whoa.
Trying to pry the info out of you.
You're doing well.
I'm trying.
You've done this before, haven't you?
Just a few times.
Not
just a
our
few
first
times.
time.
Yeah.
You should see her at a party.
Right.
Oh,
By the
wow.
end of the night, the facts that she knows about people at the party, I'm like, when
Is
did
it
they
here?
tell you
Yeah.
that?
And
That
I
was-
don't
was-
reveal very much about myself, much like
Yeah.
Sophia.
That was sleek.
I
That was
try, yeah.
sleek. That was
So
sleek.
I'm the journalist, you're the the
It's,
subject.
I am
the
the
suspect.
the suspect. I've been known to be both.
Yes, or that.
I've been known to be both.
We love you for that.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Entourage, season 8, episode 5. Only 3 more to
Oh,
go.
I can't
It
deal.
just the clock.
I can't
keeps
deal.
Ticking down.
Like we're slowly coming to our
Right?
demise,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and I don't
The
appreciate
world's
it.
ending.
Yeah,
It
it's like
is.
that religion where they said the world's gonna end.
Mhm.
The Mayan
They may
calendar.
have gotten it wrong. Yeah, it's,
It's when Entourage
Yeah.
ends.
Overall, great episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerry Ferrara co-wrote this episode as well. I believe last week and this week are the only ones that he had a hand at.
Mhm.
But I mean, great job.
Yeah.
He integrated Melinda Clark into this episode.
You
Which
know,
was
I was about to
nice.
say 3 of my favorite things were in this episode.
Okay, what?
Melinda Clark,
And Melinda
Melinda
Clark
Clark.
in a red
Wow.
dress.
I-
Hot.
I'm
and
obsessed
did
with
I say
her.
hot?
I reference Julie Cooper Nickel at least 3 times a day.
And that's an OC reference for everyone
Yes.
out there. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's right. She was
She-
the mom on that
she
show, right?
kindly
She was
played
Misha
Julie
Barton's
Cooper
mom.
Nickel.
Right.
I'm
And
starting to think
I
that's
live
kinda
my life
her.
by her.
Wow.
It is her.
Right?
And
It
that is
wasn't a
exactly why I love
stretch.
her.
Like, yeah.
yeah.
That's why she plays it so darn well.
And she looks phenomenal. I don't know how old she is, but her skin's great. Her bod's great. Why don't I look like her?
Oh
Girlfriend's
my-
got to look at that.
Yes.
Look at her face. She's fantastic.
Scott, you can walk away now, Scott.
Yeah. What's going
Uncomfortable. There we go. Bye. Adios.
Yeah.
Scott
Something
making
about
us
his
weird.
hair. What would you
He
even
just
call that? It's
looks
like a
like a
cone.
douchebag,
It's like,
yeah.
It's kind of like, isn't it like greaser?
yeah.
Right. It is a greaser look.
Right?
Yeah, he and the
Hey.
T-Birds, exactly.
Yeah. yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about this storyline. I wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt, but her inner Julie Cooper Nickel, of course, had to come out.
Yeah.
Had an ulterior motive.
Mhm.
Were you guys surprised by that? Did you like it? She looks so phenomenal. I can't even.
Yeah,
deal.
I'm.
Yeah. Can we get a 10-4 on where she got that dress?
Yeah. You want to look that up for us? Because. Oh.
Yeah, Jesse, go to work.
Yeah. Find out what that red ambiguous
Jesse?
dress is from.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
You know, it was kind of predictable the
It
way
was.
it ended up. I mean, you kind of saw it coming, right?
Yeah.
When they're having
Oh.
drinks at the bar. My God, she just has a way about her. I'm
Yeah.
a little lost right now just looking at her.
I mean, when
face,
they were
so-
having drinks at the bar, all 4 of us looked at each other, kissed, so they're going to hook up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but I was completely satisfied after they did.
As was she.
Yes, she was. And I think that I'm her, so maybe that's why I felt that way.
I mean, I love how
Absolutely.
her consolation was, well, yeah, I had an ulterior motive, but I kind of liked it.
Yes,
so
That's true.
I hope it's
she
okay
didn't
with
care.
That's all any of us are looking for after
Yeah,
that's
good
it.
vetting. Yeah.
Right?
you. It's amazing how it can get so incestuous in Hollywood. What was the relationship? It's his
Girlfriends.
ex-fiance's ex-stepmother,
Ex-step-
Yes.
Yeah.
and he slept with her. That
It
is
happens.
very
All the
Hollywood.
You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Very Hollywood.
It does happen. Do you know anybody who this has happened to?
No,
She's
but
doing that thing
I'm
again.
sure I
She's-
do, and I just don't know that they've done it.
He looked like we touched a sore spot.
Yeah.
Like he had a
Listen,
memory.
There was a
Listen.
momentary lapse of.
You'll have to read my blog for that one.
Oh.
Do you really maintain a blog?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say you should plug it.
Yeah.
Really quick, let's plug our Twitters so you guys can tweet us questions
Sure.
or tell us how fabulous you think we are.
Mhm.
I'm at, her name is Deidre, Deidre.
I am Sydney DeBear, SYDNEYDEBEAR.
But no I am in front.
Oh yeah, just
Just-
at,
just to
You
clarify.
are who
at
you
Sydney
are.
DeBear. Yeah.
Go Blue Dave. I don't have my name on it because when I first opened the account, I didn't know people were going to have their first and last names on Twitter. It seemed like a privacy thing.
Right.
Oh,
And now
smart.
everybody does.
Smart.
And
So
as
now-
I'm blowing up on AfterBuzz, people don't know
You
how to
are.
find me. But
You have hordes of fans waiting for you outside
You
your
know
house.
you can
It's-
change your name.
You can?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can change your Twitter handle.
But then what about happens to all my followers? They stay?
you need
Well,
to release a tweet
just say-
acknowledging.
Oh, to transition them to a new account? Or
No, it'll change your name, but just send out a tweet
Oh,
saying,
okay.
"Hey, change my name." What up?
Okay. As my profile builds,
Yes.
so too will my name.
And are you at Canadian Bacon?
You know what? Awesome. I think I'm gonna change
Change
it.
it. Are you?
I
Please.
think I'm gonna change it.
Please.
Yeah. Mine will just confuse people because Christopher Joseph. However, that is nowhere in my Twitter. It's
Oh.
actually
Okay.
at ISANSKI at Isansky.
Oh, that's it.
So yeah, that's it. So
Okay.
you know what? We're gonna have to change that to Canadian Bacon.
Yeah.
I think
Well, we have a
Canadian
lot
Bacon
of
would be fitting
Twitter
for you.
changes to come.
Yeah.
on this
So
show.
stay tuned for next week.
All right.
I look forward to that.
I'm sure everyone's gonna be waiting with bated breath.
I am.
Won't they?
You're like,
Yeah.
is he gonna change it? Is
Yeah.
he not?
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Very
My
baby.
fingers are crossed for at Canadian Bacon.
They
See?
were
All right.
crossed
Yeah,
under the
yeah, yeah.
table. Mine
I like
were.
that. I like that.
Someone who I do have my fingers crossed for is Mr. Chase. He found someone who's like respectable and lovely. I mean,
Uh-huh.
she's
Shut him down.
Yeah.
And I wrote that down in my notes. One of you said this when we were in the viewing studio. Is this the first time in history Vince has ever been
Yeah.
shut down?
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I kind of like it because throughout all the seasons, girls will just come
Throw
up to him
themselves.
and be naked.
Throw themselves at him. Yeah, I think
pretty
that
much.
was season 6. Every time you saw him, it's like,
Yeah.
I think that was seasons 1 through
Through-
up to this
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
yeah.
I specifically remember an episode where they're driving down PCH and this girl pulls up next to him and goes, "Hey Vince, and he
Want to
goes,
come over?
Hey, do you want to come in my car?" Like, and he just gets in her car. I'm like, "What?"
right. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I remember
So is that going to happen when I pull up next to Rob Pattinson? Is that what's going to happen?
Hey,
Hey, Rob, want to come over?
There you go.
No,
Try it out.
Who, by the way,
I will.
neither he nor Taylor Lautner made an appearance in this episode, and
No.
that made me a little
They
upset.
couldn't
It was a
afford
little
it.
rude.
Did you notice though when Dana was walking, talking about
Taylor
Taylor,
Lautner.
they had kind of the look-alike behind, kind of ghosted out.
I didn't, but when it comes up, we'll
Yeah,
pause it.
did not notice
So
that.
make sure you
Uh-huh.
point it out when it
Double.
comes up.
Double.
Interesting.
Couldn't
how they
get
try to
Lautner, huh?
subconsciously mess with us.
What's happening?
But I was going to ask you guys, Vince gets shut down and he seems
he does.
extremely relentless in his pursuit for this girl. So much so that he's like, "Can I do another interview with you?" When most celebrities are like, "Hey, I did one. That's
Yeah.
enough for you to work
Yeah.
with."
And she was digging deep. She was asking some personal,
Inappropriate
like-
questions. But look at how he's responding to a girl who's shutting him down. I mean, how true to life is this for you men? The more a lady shuts you down, the more you want to pursue it.
I would say
Go ahead.
that's yes.
Pretty
I mean,
accurate.
I would say that's true. It depends. If she shuts you down really hard, you might be too busy licking your wounds to be able
Yeah.
to call her again.
Yeah.
But I
True.
think somebody as confident as Mr. Chase there doesn't have a problem with that.
and she's
so.
not saying like, "No, I don't like you." She just keeps
Right.
saying like, "I think that would be inappropriate."
Right.
Not saying she's not interested.
And she
Although
values her
did-
job.
Although she did have a creepy little monologue of
A fleeting romance,
rom-
and the fleeting romance didn't turn out to be so fleeting, so now I'm gonna go. It's
Right.
like,
where she said the word
okay.
fleeting
Yeah.
72 times,
What
and I
was
didn't
that?
understand one word of it.
But you have
Like-
to think. I was wondering like, why is she in this episode? You have to think there must be a follow up,
Right,
Because she
right.
didn't serve much of a purpose. Like I thought, okay, is she there to get Vince to talk about his childhood? But he
Right.
already has. It didn't really
Uh-huh.
come up with anything new.
Maybe this is gonna be
I
the
think
girl.
it's the love
Yeah.
interest,
that he
and we've got
ends
what
up with.
3 episodes? Well, 3.
Not-
I'm going 6.
uh,
3 episodes
Not
to
gonna
go.
lie, 8 seasons, and he winds up with a girl he met in the 3rd to last episode.
But they
Well,
haven't.
They're wrapping things up.
But yeah, but you know what? They haven't.
They
in-
got to
in-
do it quick.
in shows like Friends, where it was always Ross, Rachel, Ross, and then they
Right.
finally end up together. They've never. There hasn't ever been a girl,
A stable girl,
that,
other than
that
Sasha
you're
Grey.
wishing he ends up with.
And that was a train wreck.
But
That
yeah,
was
but no
horrendous.
one's wishing
That was like
he
a
ends
few
up
episodes
No.
of just.
Of
Yeah.
pure Vince debauchery. Exactly.
with her. Yeah.
I mean, I'm rooting for him. I don't know if
Hey,
they're
I
necessarily
hope
the
so.
best match.
Is that actress actually British, or is that an actor?
I
No.
think, no, I
No,
think
she's
she
not.
is
She
actually.
put that on.
Oh no, I think she is actually
Oh,
British, and
is
she
she?
was.
And she put
Jessica,
the-
will you look that up? 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
I'd
pretty
like to
sure
know.
in She's Out of My League. I don't know her name.
Ah,
Right.
FYI.
What?
All right, so I'm supposed to look up this random red dress.
Yeah. Are
And this random blonde
stick with
actress.
us?
I can
No,
IMDb it here too.
Okay, it's the movies She's Out of My League. She's the
Yep.
star of She's Out of My League.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure she used a fake American accent in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody else pick up on the Canadian connection in this particular episode?
Hold
Only
on.
you would.
Hold
Of
on.
course I
Alice,
would.
Only
Alice
you would.
Eve.
Alice
Yeah, that
Eve?
sounds familiar. British?
So is she British? Stay tuned.
Wikipedia. I'm
As
trying to
we're-
think of what could have possibly
What
hinted at
is the
Canadianism.
connection? And it has to do with our friend in question right now.
The girl?
When she was cast in She's Out of My League.
Okay.
Born. in
Oh,
London.
Jay
person-
Baruchel.
Hola.
I love him.
Canadian.
He's amazing.
Bingo.
He's fantastic.
Mhm.
And he's engaged to Alison Pill, who's also, or married to Alison Pill.
Married, I believe.
Who's also a Canadian.
Who's
Yeah.
Alison
Who are we
Pill
talking
and
about
who's
right
the
now?
guy?
Well, we're talking about the lady in question right,
Right.
now.
Who
And
Jesse said
He is from London.
is
she's
from
from
London.
He is,
Well, there-
wow.
wow. Okay, she
It's
is
kind of
good.
funny because whenever people are actually British, I always think it's a fake accent. I
I
was like,
know.
that's totally fake.
That's the worst accent I've
And then
ever
I-
heard.
Yeah, really.
Then I find out that it's not.
It's
obviously,
actually real.
Obviously, I think that fake British accents are the real ones.
Yeah.
She
Yeah.
also is mixed. She is also from Irish descent. So
Oh.
could
Hey.
be-
Wow, she's
wow.
really got.
Okay.
She's really got it going on.
Yeah.
I find that,
What was that accent?
I don't know.
yeah, that was a
amalgam.
Canadian
No,
Irish
that
hybrid
one
of
ju-
some
just
sort.
Give it a
That
little
kinda-
flavor. Just give it a little flavor.
Don't ask me to.
Yeah.
I just find that going from
flavor.
British to American accent always sounds so much better than American going to British.
Yes.
Right.
Like Anne
Like Anne
Hathaway,
Hathaway.
is, we're so on the same level
We are.
here.
Well, that's why we co-host the show.
There you go.
Maybe it's because I'm just so familiar with Anne Hathaway and everything, that
Yeah.
she's done, but her playing a Brit is just, I don't know.
There's been
I don't know
whole
if I buy
articles
it.
on Huffington Post about that. Yeah, I didn't read them,
Really?
but I saw the headline.
Wow.
Whereas
Why
someone
we
like
should be
Ed
okay with
Westwick on Gossip Girl
Right.
plays American seamlessly.
Yes.
Right.
I don't know if you watch Gossip Girl, but or if you're familiar with Ed
Only
Westwick.
got a couple episodes.
Edward, you would know this character. Chuck Bass is the one who talks.
Yes, he
really
talks
slow and
just
Yeah.
creepy.
What?
this.
Well, Superman's gonna be not have to have a British accent, right? The new Superman.
Oh,
'Cause
I
that
didn't
dude's
know
British.
that.
Yeah, he's from the Tudors.
Oh.
Did you
Wait.
ever watch the Tudors?
Oh,
Yeah.
is it Jonathan
Yeah.
Rhys?
What do you mean,
Yeah.
new Superman?
Right?
Yeah, Diane Lane's in it.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy that they
Wow.
had in the last Superman isn't the
No.
next in the
that
next.
guy bombed.
They always
Huh.
change it because now there's a
Yeah.
new
Well, did you see
Spider-Man
his?
too.
Did you see his follow-up movie?
No.
No.
That the Superman dude? It was some weird vampire like B movie. Just
Vampires Suck?
tanked.
Was it Vampires Suck?
Oh, maybe that
The
was
spoof movie.
Oh, it was horrible, horrible. Well, there you go.
Okay, I'm a really good host, letting us get off track talking
know.
about
Yeah,
bad
really.
vampire
So-
movies. And any last
Going
thoughts before we get off the topic of Sophia Lear? Do you think Vince? I thought Vince was
yeah, she
actually
is.
very, very well spoken.
It was.
He was, and yes, I'm appreciating where his character is going, and I think he's very adorable and charming in this episode.
Seems like he's actually growing up.
Yeah.
Yes,
Fair to say?
100%.
Fair to say he's grown up.
As much as I didn't want to believe it, I thought he was still having some issues after rehab.
Little
Like,
side note.
yeah.
Lillian Garcia just texted me and she wanted you to know Canadian bacon is already taken.
Well,
on
we couldn't guess that.
no.
Yeah. Canadian bacon 1 through 50 is also taken.
I think John Candy had that before Twitter was even came around.
All right. Well, thank you,
God
Lillian,
rest
for,
his
for
soul.
looking
Thanks,
out.
Lillian.
Thank you, Lillian.
What else
Appreciate it.
is there like another Canadian
Personal
delicacy
bubble.
of some sort?
Maple syrup. At maple syrup.
Great.
Or I
There we
love
go.
Lillian,
hockey. Yeah.
Lillian, go check if at maple syrup is taken because that's gonna be the next one.
I like it.
Or at
It's,
Wayne Gretzky.
It's
Yeah.
sweet. Never got that before. Yeah.
Just from a journalistic standpoint, though,
Yes.
Sophia was completely inappropriate. Do you understand how quickly a publicist and/or the subject would have shut that interview
Oh,
down?
Yeah.
Done.
You're
Done.
supposed to be asking about life post rehab. What's your next career move?
Mm-hmm.
How has life changed for you? How have you grown?
She was wildly inappropriate.
She wanted dirt.
She
Yeah.
wanted to know about, is your dad walking out on you as a baby responsible for your behavior now?
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah.
And asking about dating a porn star. Like, I just think it was completely inappropriate, some of those questions she was asking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She was acting like she was interviewing a political candidate.
Yeah. She
Right.
was being such a Brit.
Wasn't
She was being so pretty.
God.
Well, do we know what publication she was supposedly writing for?
No. They just said
Did
that
they
she's big
say?
time.
They just
Yeah.
said that she was like a big deal
Yeah.
Yeah.
journalist. You've never needed Viagra now, have you?
Oh,
I have that written down.
Okay.
Best pickup line
Sorry,
ever.
I just had to.
I'd like to hear that in a lounge or hell, anywhere.
Another reason
Just
to love
really?
Melinda Clark.
How many women who have been through the Playboy Mansion do you think have used that line in real life?
Ooh.
Let's
I
talk
like-
about the first thing that pops up. I'm sure that comes. That happens a lot. I'm just
You guys,
saying.
Poor Hugh Hefner. Just let
He's
him
such a gem.
be. I
He's such a
love him.
sweetheart.
Have you
He's
interviewed
already
him?
on to his
Yes,
next.
that, but also I love his demeanor, and he's so nice and just generous with
nice
his
and
money,
giving.
and yeah, I cannot wait for the Playboy Club, the new show.
Yes.
Praising Hugh
My
Hefner.
mic wasn't supposed to be on.
Oh,
Laughing at us from afar.
Can I just say too, at the last moment, what was that the character's name again? Sophia, right?
yes.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
when she was at the montage and she said she'll meet Vincent at the Roosevelt Hotel in an
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're trying to play a trick on us people that live in LA that know you can get there in 5 minutes. I just wanted to make that
Yeah.
Really
clear.
good point. You
Yeah.
can
Saw right
You-
through that move.
yeah,
Or maybe she was
literally 10
stalling.
minute stops.
Oh yeah, that's Beverly Hills to Hollywood for those non-Los Angeles
There you go.
Listeners,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But good like on location shots this week.
yeah, a lot of cool bars.
Yeah.
The SLS Hotel was in
SLS.
there. That was where the interview took place. I went there with my dad a couple weeks ago. Very
Bazaar
nice.
is fantastic.
Oh, Bazaar is
Yeah.
amazing.
Do we know where this is?
I was trying to think. I don't know.
I can't place this one.
I was gonna say
Looks
maybe,
familiar, but
Jesse, did you find out where that damn red
Bouchon.
dress is from?
no, he's not interested. in
No,
Oh,
it.
is
get
that
it. I
Bouchon?
get it.
Is
I
it?
couldn't tell. It looked like possibly Bouchon from the back.
I've been to Scarpetta, but I've never been to Bouchon.
What's
so.
Scarpetta?
It's inside the montage.
Yeah, isn't that Bouchon?
Bouchon is like kitty
The
corner.
upstairs.
Whatever, we're
Oh.
having a
No,
really
yeah,
pointless
excuse- we-
conversation.
We've done a lot of-
okay.
You know what?
Sorry.
For
Are
those
we
of
on
you,
the air right now?
yeah.
No one
We're
cares.
not.
we're like
can we talk about Dice?
Travelocity right now.
Yes. Let's talk about that.
You guys, Dice is having the year of his life. Not
Listen
on the
to me.
show, in real life. Has he ever had this much work? They brought him back. They
That's
ditched
true.
him and then
I
they
thought
brought
it
him
was out
back.
forever.
What do you-
Dice Man. What can you say about
Yeah,
him?
we all just had a moment of silence for
Yeah.
him. I don't
So-
know if you all
Right?
noticed.
Observe Dice.
We had
yes.
nothing to say about Dice, so can we move on?
Do you think that's his real house?
No.
No.
No, Deidre.
I envision Dice living in a house with signage and leopard lamps
Yeah.
and stuff
Maybe
like
he
that.
recreated it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
on
large,
set.
inspired by Dice's
It's
real house.
definitely
Inspired by
him, though.
Dice. Can we start a business?
It
Interior
is
decoration
Dice.
inspired by Dice.
Sadly
Did that just
enough,
happen?
sadly enough, I wouldn't mind a place that looked like that. I love the tackier the
Yeah,
better.
I know.
You
Yeah.
know that about me. Do you think, from like a showbiz standpoint, what do you think is gonna happen?
I don't like that they're having Johnny now walk off the show.
I
It's just why
know.
does there always have to be so many problems this
Right.
season? It's
Especially-
like finally something gets solved.
But you know
and
what? They're
then
gonna. They're gonna take a risk, and I think it's gonna work.
It
You think
has
it's gonna
to.
pay off? Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny needs to have his shining moment.
He does.
will.
He does.
He didn't have a lot of
I
like.
think we're getting closer to what
Yeah.
our predictions are going to be for the last show,
Yeah.
where they
Yeah.
all kind of end up.
Ari's
Right.
wife is
Starting
looking
to
farther and farther.
I know.
Ooh.
Okay, well, here we go.
Oh,
She's
Great
so
But you know what? First of all,
bitchy.
I really liked the moment with.
divorce.
Yeah.
The big D got dropped.
I really liked the
Deidre.
moment though with Johnny Drama where they said, this is really about you, and he was so like,
Touched.
that's all he's
Mhm.
been
With
working.
his raised
He really
eyebrows.
just wants.
yeah.
He just really wanted to be appreciated for how hard he works. And then the other great acting moment was Jeremy Piven. His face. Look at
His
his face
face
when she
does.
says this.
Yeah.
It is honestly the saddest thing I've ever seen.
Her lips
It's-
look really red, like she just was like eating a popsicle.
Oh, I thought you were going to take that in a different
Yeah.
direction. Like a Bobby Flay
Yeah,
redheaded
that's-
direction.
That's perverted.
I,
show.
I know. I'm
Deidre,
sorry.
Deidre, come on,
I'm
stop.
sorry.
You're a host.
My mind is always in the gutter.
Poor guy. You know,
That's a nice.
Okay,
scene
wait,
as
the
well.
face.
Hold on. Yeah, I
Ari
just want to see his
has-
Check it out.
expression.
It's coming, and the divorce
Yeah,
word.
Oh
and
my
there it
God.
is.
My life is over. Oh.
Oh my
ouch.
God, he looks like a
Is
sad
that
puppy
the
dog.
saddest? Oh
We've
my
really seen a change in
God.
Ari, though. I
Yeah.
mean, he has gotten beat up emotionally, and that pit bull of a demeanor that he possesses, it's gone. It's like that has been his shield. That's been his armor the whole series.
Yeah.
And you see that melted away now,
Yeah.
and just this guy going, what next?
And it's like, even though he has always put work first and embarrassed his wife and done things that you're like, oh my God, I want to kill you. He is he loves his wife and his family so much. He really does, and you can tell. And it's just so sad.
It
I'm
is.
feeling for Ari.
What I think
You know,
is
there's balance.
I was just going to say, what I think is interesting is somebody who's had so much success in their professional life. Obviously, he has these tools to make things happen.
Yeah.
Why can't he integrate those like tools, so to speak, into like revamping his personal life? Because it seems like any like sort of good attempt he has at mending, it always gets blown up. The Disneyland thing. Why couldn't he just say, look, I don't care if Taylor Lautner comes in here with Barack Obama and God. This is not going to happen because my family is priority one.
Right.
You know what
Because
I
he has
mean?
left
No,
the office
I-
for Vince
You
and
just-
stuff. Yeah.
It's true
Yeah.
though. You're right. Put that
Big-
much effort into your family as you do into your
Yeah.
work, and
Yeah.
that can be said for a lot of things, right, guys?
I'm sure all of our parents at one point or another had some conflict when they were supposed to be at something for one of us. And maybe here and there there's a slip up because there's unpreventable circumstances. But for the most part, they say, look, XYZ has to wait because I have a commitment to my child or to my wife. And, you know, those
Yeah.
things should just really come first.
Yeah.
She has given him so many opportunities to reintroduce who he is as a person and reintroduce his priorities, and he's screwed every single attempt up. Point
Yeah.
blank. I cannot say I blame her.
Yeah.
So
No, I can't.
No, I mean it's a perfect point though. I mean, I was actually watching. Don't judge me. I was watching the
never
Rachel
judge.
Zoe
Too late.
project this morning.
die for it. Favorite. What, you don't like the way she treats Roger?
Oh no, that's an interesting dynamic. Let's not.
To say the least.
Yeah.
I could probably talk for the next hour on that one. No, but I was watching it, and you know what? She made a really interesting comment, and it's a perfect segue from what we've been speaking about, or in addition to it. She just said, you know, how you can get so caught up in your professional life, and I mean, before you know it, a decade passes you by, and this is when she was talking about wanting a family, a kid. And it's like, is it too late now? Is it not too late? Where are my priorities? It's literally in this town, you can blink your eye
Yeah.
and 10 years have gone by.
Completely.
You
It
know,
doesn't
and-
matter how many movies you put Vince in or how many couture gowns Rachel Zoe puts Anne
Yeah.
Hathaway in. At the end of the day, you know, if you don't have like a family or someone to
Exactly.
share it with or people to appreciate it around you.
What are you working so hard for? So you
Right.
can so you can hang out with your money by yourself on
Exactly.
your
Right.
couch.
So you can die alone
It's
with a lot
not
of money?
It's
Yeah.
not a contest.
It's
Yeah.
not.
You know.
So I don't know. It's a
Whoa, we
It's
just
a
got really
s-
deep.
we really did. I was about
Should
to say
we
kumbaya and like hug
this
each other.
season, yeah. Getting a little over the
Boy,
Turning
we're
down the
getting
lights, we're
dark.
getting romantic.
Wow.
Thanks, Jesse.
You guys, Jamie Kennedy makes me want to
I
kill
can't.
myself.
He's looking very ragged.
I got,
I can't.
I got
Gross.
some news.
Yeah. You teased this when we were watching. I'm
Didn't
dying to
I?
know what you know
So-
about Jennifer Love Hewitt and him.
Jennifer Love Hewitt, as we all know, Splitsville,
Yeah,
right?
That was a
So-
long time ago. Yeah.
Yeah, but we know that Jamie Kennedy, well, for those of you who don't know, Jamie Kennedy is a big WWE fan.
Didn't know that, but good
He
to know.
is. He's a big WWE fan. So here's the thing. WWE's in town the other weekend for SummerSlam, right? Their big box office thing.
Yeah.
You know, right? And I just so happened to attend the SummerSlam party on the rooftop at the end as nice venue. That was nice. And who do I bump into but Jennifer Love Hewitt?
Oh my
So I'm
gosh.
looking at this going, so you guys split up and you get to go to all the WWE parties because typically it'd be Jamie Kennedy that I'm bumping into.
The fan,
And this
yeah.
is like the first year that he's not there, but the ex is there. So I'm looking at this going, huh, interesting.
Wonder how that dynamic
Right?
all played out.
It's like when you separate, you know, like you get the house,
Yeah.
I get the car. It's like, well, you get
The WWE
WWE
parties.
and I'll stay home, you know,
Well,
playing
can't they-
video
can't they
games
just be mature and
doing
both
like
go?
voiceovers.
No.
And not talk to each other? Like, why do they have to? I don't understand that.
I don't know.
I ran
Maybe he
into-
was out of town.
Yeah.
Sure. No, he was doing voiceovers.
Oh
That's
yeah, he
true.
was working
Yeah.
on Johnny
yeah,
Bananas.
Yeah.
I ran into Jennifer Love last night.
Where?
Actually.
Really?
I went to Project Angel Food. I'm not sure if you're familiar with them, but they charity out here. They give food to people that have cancer, or AIDS, or people
Nice.
that. And they are having a benefit. And at my work, our client was invited, and they invited us. So we went to this big party, dinner, open bar at their place, and she was there. She was right by
Nice.
her and Stanley from The Office were the big celebrities of the night.
You know, I
So-
Is she
eat,
a
breathe, and
goddess?
sleep for the office.
She looked beautiful.
Dude.
There was a moment when our whole group just noticed. So like she was behind me. I was like, JP, look behind you.
Yeah.
She's a
There,
cutie.
She's a cutie.
She's
Very
beautiful.
beautiful.
Yeah.
She
I-
is.
She's looking
Yes.
older, but
Well-
how old is she? Like 30?
No,
She's probably 33. She's not.
She's not that
She's
old.
not party of 5
When
anymore.
I was a kid, she was older than me. So
When I
was a kid,
no,
she was old.
She stopped
Wow.
growing. Time
growing.
stopped.
for some people
So.
it does.
Yeah, it does.
This woman, it does.
It definitely does.
It's only how long you've been here on Earth.
Right. All right. Back to the show.
Back to the show.
I mean,
He's had his shirt off a lot this season.
he has.
yeah. Did you see that little Irish tattoo?
Yeah, he's
I did.
always
It looked like a
flashing that
mole.
thing. And okay, Sloan, really? Kind of
yeah.
a BITC.
I like
The
the shirt
entire
she's-
season.
But
I love
at
the
the
shirt she's
same
wearing.
time, I have to say I would probably be annoyed too.
But I can't help.
I
but
know,
love her.
I know, I wouldn't be allowed to
Are
be annoyed,
you coming
but girls.
or going? Seriously,
Right.
are you coming or going? You're split up. You call him. You get ticked off when he calls you. Don't call me. Don't call me. Don't call me. It's over. It's over. And then she
But
thinks
she's
it's
so
okay to call
hot.
him. Why
know
is
what
it
I
that
mean?
women can get away with that?
Yeah. See,
You
do you
know?
see how that
Manipulative
Women
powers.
are just really good at being manipulative.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's a class. I'm sure you guys take.
God bless you. women.
There is.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. When Sloan is Sloan and E is E, she can do whatever the F she wants.
This season, I feel is a lot about fueling fires. It's
They're
like
cute
everybody's
together.
trying to be.
They need to end
They're
up
cute
together.
together.
Yeah.
But we
They
don't
are.
have enough time. What is going to happen? I'm getting really bad anxiety.
I actually had E and Sloan at a recent event I put on.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Both of them.
They were both there.
You know, she's like older.
No, she's like 35.
Okay, she looks 26 to me.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
mean,
I'm
she's-
just saying
think
she was
30.
She was
In your
older than
face.
I
She looked-
thought she was.
She looked good.
No, I mean
Well,
she's
she's-
incredible
she looked
looking.
great.
I literally thought she was maybe 26, maybe 27.
I don't know.
And when I looked at her age, I was floored.
And you know what? She's probably 32 or 33 at the very
No,
oldest.
no,
Early 30s.
Okay, Jesse, do you want to Google Emmanuel Shrieky?
Wake up,
The spelling is just like it sounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shrieky,
Yeah.
exactly how you think Shrieky sounds.
Crazy.
You know, for someone who you used to be engaged to, you would assume a certain like level of
Mhm.
civilness and
No.
or is that a word? Civility.
Civility would be the
Civility.
actual word, but who's counting?
and just respect. But you know what?
No, people
all
hate
they
each
do,
other when
like
they
you just
break up.
said, all they do is fuel the fire.
Yeah.
She
But-
just calls and bitches,
Right.
So
I know. I feel like this whole season is, this is going to be solved, and then they screw it up
Yeah.
with each character.
They're
They
not
do
giving
that.
themselves enough time to fix everything.
Yeah.
Which makes me feel
And
like
they're
they're
creating
not
so
going
many
to
new
fix
problems.
everything. Yeah.
Like, it's not even about Vince's movies. All the other seasons were like,
No.
what's the
Yeah.
next movie?
uh-huh.
I don't even
This
know what
is
he's
kind
doing
of a
right
mashup,
now.
isn't
yeah.
it? Like, there's a lot of going this way, going
Yeah.
that way. Well, maybe now we'll go
It's
this
a
way.
lot of Ari. Yeah.
A random suicide, a divorce. I mean,
Right,
Yeah.
there's
yeah.
lots
And
of
again,
deep
they
stuff
never
going
touch on
on
that again, right?
Yeah.
They shoot
Never.
her face
No,
off.
life just went on.
It does
after
As it
seem like
does
replacing
when you
that.
see someone shoot
More of the
their
episode.
Shrieky is not how it sounds.
Yeah.
She's also a Canadian native,
Yes.
Ooh.
Yep.
and she is
I got to remember that for the next event I have. with her there.
43.
going to be turning 34
There you go.
in December.
Wow.
Call me.
Emmanuel, call all of us, please.
You know what? Maybe we can try to get her on the show.
You know, she is
it's easier
also
to get
an OC alum.
Emmanuel
There you go.
Shrieky.
She was on one episode, and she played
Oh, my God.
Who?
the lesbian lover
I like
of
this.
Alex. Olivia Wilde. Okay.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Olivia Wilde was on that show?
Yep, she played a.
Hey, Jesse, can you see where in Canada she's from?
Is she a
S'il vous plaît.
Torontonian? Are-
Montreal.
Montreal. Oh, and I said s'il vous plaît.
It's fate.
They speak French there. For those that don't know.
Last thing I want to throw out about this episode, our darling Maria Menounos got a little shout out.
Yes.
Right?
She did.
So
We need
She
to have
just
Maria
hammered
come
Shauna.
talk about it.
I asked her in the
The
first episode
Yeah.
because Maria's been on the show I believe twice.
Yeah.
And she got a mention tonight, so it's only natural that she comes on and talks about her
Yeah.
experience
Right?
with the show.
I think so.
I think so.
Maria.
She's recovering from Kim Kardashian's wedding, so I
Yeah.
don't blame her for not being here
She's
today.
in a haze of fairy tale dust.
Yes. And all things regal. They were comparing that damn wedding to the royal wedding of the United States.
I can't.
Lord.
That's what people
Okay.
were calling it over the weekend.
No, it's certainly not. Let's just be honest.
Jesse's hysterically cracking up. On that note of all things Maria and fairy dust, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back with all your Entourage news and gossip.
Woo!
Woo!
You.
Want to find out what the AFTERBUZZ is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Welcome back to AfterBuzz TV. Hey.
Hey, you.
Hey, how's it going?
Wow.
You're
Come
just
here
in time
often.
for Entourage news and gossip. Let's toss it to DJ Jesse Janity in the booth.
AfterBuzz TV News.
All right, so in a recent interview, Jeremy Piven was asked if he'd ever consider acting in another television series. And bad news for all of us who enjoy seeing him on the small screen once a week, because it's not looking very likely. Jeremy said in a recent interview, quote, "I don't think I would go back to do a series at this moment, but you know what the old saying, how to make God laugh, tell him your plan."
I didn't know that was a saying.
It is.
Oh, that old saying.
Yeah.
I like the idea of continuing to explore movies like I'm doing here. I Melt With You is the most dramatic performance I've ever done in my life, and then I have another movie with Miley Cyrus coming out where I play opposite her.
Wow.
Okay.
And
All right.
Scene.
So I'm basically just doing everything that I never thought I would do, while trying to impress my nieces at the same time. It's a blast. A lot of things that I've learned. One of them is that I just want to be more a part of the experience. If that means producing the next thing I do, then I got to do that. If I were to go back into TV, I wouldn't do it as a hired gun. I want to contribute too much.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a little deeper than we thought.
No
What does that mean?
I don't-
wouldn't do it if I was just an
I don't-
actor.
Do you know what the idiom hired gun means?
I mean, I understand.
I've
what
never heard that
means,
one.
But
We are making Jesse do a lot of work.
Yeah, Jesse hasn't
We
rested
think,
once.
we think that he's our librarian in the back. that
Apparently.
needs to do research.
I think that means he doesn't want to just act in the next thing. That
Yeah.
He wants to like develop.
Be
it.
behind the scenes, yeah.
Oh.
Because
Good for
the
him.
web is telling me that is a professional killer who is hired to kill another person.
Now it makes sense. Okay.
Okay.
He's talking about.
Way to bring the
Don't
suicide
know
thing
if-
full circle.
Yeah. Is that really what it is?
Yeah.
Well,
You know
all
what?
of his movies have blown so far, so hopefully.
You didn't like Smoking Aces?
Oh yeah, I like that one. I'm thinking the car salesman one.
What was that one called?
We've brought it up a
Do-
few times in there.
Yeah, and we never can remember the title. I know that he's from the theater. Like, both of his parents were acting coaches, and they own their own. Like, I think it's called like the Piven Theater or something
Really?
in Chicago.
Wow,
It's one
he
of the,
went that way.
Yeah. I mean, he started out obviously extremely trained and knowing the whole world of Broadway and whatnot. What are you laughing at?
The other definition I have for hired gun is an attractive young woman hired for an establishment for sex appeal.
Wow.
Do you think he was referring to that?
Is it hired gun or hired guns?
Maybe he's
in that
referring
case?
to. Maybe he's referring to being brought on just as a name, like just as a
Right.
big name. He would want to actually have the part be right and.
He is the gun.
So
We're
not,
talking a power
So
figure.
not Spy Kids 4.
Moving
Yeah.
in with Miley Cyrus
Joel
is
McHale.
probably
So not acting opposite Miley Cyrus, maybe.
I remember he's an old school. I mean, now he did do a lot of good movies
Yeah.
actually before the show.
What was that Vegas one with Christian? No, was it Christian Slater?
Are you thinking of The
They all-
Hangover?
No.
Oh.
He was in one, and he actually accidentally kills the hooker.
Oh, The Worst Night Ever or something it's called. I know
Yeah,
what
it
you're
was weird.
talking
They
about.
all
It's
go-
depressing.
Yeah, it
It's
was.
with John
like,
Favreau. Isn't it?
Is it?
And Christian Slater.
Yeah. They all go
Very
to
bad
Vegas.
things.
Very
bad
bad
thing.
things.
And it was a very bad thing. And then they have to cover it all up. And
That
yeah.
movie makes me want
All right. Well,
Right.
good
That's
for you,
the first
Jeremy.
time I saw Jeremy, actually.
Proud of Jeremy
me.
for diversifying his talents.
Yeah, good job, Jeremy.
Good
Yeah.
job, Jeremy. Jeremy.
And
Jesse.
thanks for us teaching us the idiom of hired gun.
Hired
Hired
gun.
gun. We'll use
Yeah.
that in a sentence
and
at some
the
point
God
this week.
laughing
Yes.
line. I had to-
Yes. He's really full of just idioms.
Confidence and
Yeah. Jesse, number
4%
2.
body fat.
Adrian Grenier, who plays the hunky, green-eyed Vince Chase on Entourage, treated fans to a special and very personal Q&A session on HBO.com, where he responded to fans' burning questions. Among them, what advice would you give to a young actor? Grenier replied, quote, Don't look to anyone to give you a shot. You must create your own opportunity. This is the toughest, most competitive business. There are limited resources, and much of the time, decisions are made either politically or arbitrarily. So don't take it personal, necessarily, if you don't get cast. Today with video so inexpensive, you need to create your own vehicle. When asked if he thought E was a good manager, Adrian told fans, honestly, no. If E wasn't Vince's best friend, he might not hire him.
I agree with that.
I agree.
I disagree with saying limited resources because this town is full of resources, I feel. That's just my personal opinion. It's really, there's a lot who you know and how to use it. You just got to know how to use the resources that are available to you. But say limited.
Look, between YouTube and Ustream, those are two resources that anybody can use for free.
Exactly.
Right. Okay, so you can broadcast yourself and have
there's
at
a
it.
ton of stuff. So I guess that's probably what he was saying.
Yeah.
Maybe, but definitely agree with E.
Yeah,
but he's really not.
On the note of the most competitive business in the game, he even said, someone typed to him, where are you answering these questions from? And he said, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm here for a few auditions. So even somebody who's on a household name basis, who's been a star of a TV show for the past 10 years, still has to audition.
Yep.
I thought that was very interesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So who, only Julia Roberts gets sent scripts and doesn't have to audition?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
And Reese Witherspoon. I guess that's
Adrian Grenier is not A-list.
Right.
I mean,
he's a television
not
star.
to say he's not B-list either, but yeah, he's not.
You still gotta. You're forever. You always hear the term "pay your dues."
Yeah. He's still doing it.
Forever paying the dues.
Yeah.
And don't look at it like that. Just you're doing it for the love of it, and know that it's it's an ever-changing ball game.
Yeah. Jesse, tell us Adrian's favorite spot to film.
So as for his favorite spot to film, out of all the incredible exotic locations Entourage has shot at, he said, well, it's hard to choose between Vegas, Sundance, Cannes, Hawaii, the Valley. Wait. Oh, hands down, the Valley for
My
sure.
favorite episode.
Oh, Vince.
That was the best
Did they
episode.
say, which one was that?
The Valley. He said the Valley was the best place to film.
Was that the Joshua?
The pool party one, right?
No, the pool part, the almost famous moment.
Right.
Yeah.
How can we forget that?
How could we?
Yelling out loud on the rooftop.
Oh, yeah. And Jesse, what's Adrian's favorite comfort food?
That would be avocado sandwiches.
Well,
Yum. Comforting. I know. I always find comfort in avocado.
Apple pie.
What?
Avocado. Wow.
But he's like, he's very environmental.
Is he vegan?
He might
Like,
be
what's
a
going
vegan
on?
or something.
Okay.
That is true.
So who knows if his
Yeah. Okay.
And
All right,
not appetizing or comforting.
That would be rich. That's a lot
to handle.
right?
Yeah, because avocado is so creamy and, and the bread.
Not to mention the zero taste.
In honor of Grenier, I'm going to try that.
See, I like guacamole. I don't like plain avocado.
Right.
So
You gotta
it's
put it
like
in
I think
guacamole.
avocado is like a pointless. Like, what are you doing?
is
Like,
good.
do I put this on my face?
Yeah. I'd rather
can.
put it on my face. Let's be honest.
It's the multi-purpose vegetable.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it.
It
What are
is
you
It's a
promoting?
fruit, I believe,
Is it a
because there's a
fruit?
seed.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Unfortunately,
It's okay, you're Canadian.
Thank you.
yeah, that's true.
It's okay. You only know about bacon and maple syrup.
Yeah, and Wayne Gretzky. That's it.
Do you need anything else?
And Emmanuel
Not
Shrieky.
really.
There we go.
And then what is Jesse laughing at? Oh! Never mind. I thought you were holding up a sign for me.
Moving on.
Piece of gossip number
Moving on.
3.
Moving on.
Speaking of comfort food, check out Jerry Ferrera's restaurant in Westwood. Jerry, who plays Turtle, has taken his inner New York native passion for food and brought it to LA. Alongside with two buddies, Sal and Josh, Jerry teamed up with his pals to create Fat Sal's, which brings mouth-watering sandwiches, burgers, wraps, and more to those with hefty appetites. Known as a neighborhood hangout and a great place to grab a bite with friends in a casual atmosphere.
That's what it's known for.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a place for UCLA
Right.
kids to hang out.
Sure, no.
Wasn't there something about this restaurant? Like if you can eat something.
Just you wait.
Fat Sal's
in
has
here.
also
Okay.
taken recognition for its infamous Big Fat Fatty
Infamous.
Yes.
entry, which is only available to those willing to participate in an adventurous food challenge. Or if you have $50. If you can scarf down the cheesecake, cheeseburger, pastrami, chicken fingers, bacon, mozzarella sticks, fried eggs, jalapeno poppers, fries, onion rings, chili, and marinara sauce, all on a 27-inch garlic hero loaf of bread. In under 40 minutes, you will receive the $50 sandwich for free and get to name your own sandwich to appear on the menu.
Does insurance come with that? Like the ride to the hospital?
Does your gastric bypass get paid for if you finish it? Like, do you guys understand?
Paige, do you want to hit up?
You want to hit up Fat Sal's on our way
I
home?
was going to say, let's do this
I'm
thing. Is
kinda
it just
hungry.
one person?
Yeah, totally.
Or is it like multiple
No, I'm
people?
sure it's one person.
I think it's a single person.
I think we get it, and then we eat it here next weekend.
Yeah.
Let's do
now,
this thing.
What do we do?
We
do we
definitely
take the
need a
bread off
tasting.
and like, okay, here's a mozzarella stick.
No.
Here's
You cut it in half.
Deidre,
Yeah.
is this your first time eating a huge sandwich?
That
It kinda
the
looks like
idea
it.
of that thing completely terrifies me.
You know what? I'm not afraid of a challenge, though. Okay.
Oh,
and
I
amen,
am
sister.
when my arteries are at
Do this.
stake. I'm a little afraid.
I like when my arteries are
Aren't
at
we
stake.
Denny's fans?
Yes.
Yes.
We are.
Okay.
Deidre and I go to Denny's after AfterBuzz all the time.
We love it.
Seriously?
The
Yes.
Fit Slam. You get your egg
Chris really
whites.
wants to go.
We love eating Denny's.
You get your
Trust
whole
me, I put
grain
maple
pancakes.
syrup all over everything.
We bathe in maple syrup, sugar-free.
If I don't
maple
get an
syrup.
invite,
Bathe in maple syrup.
this
You know
is
what?
going to be one set.
You're gonna get
over
an
here.
You're
invite.
definitely invited.
All right. All right. I'm glad that we just talked
like
about
going
Denny's
to
on air.
Disney.
All right, that's gonna do it for your AfterBuzz Entourage news and gossip for the week of August 21st.
Good news it was.
It was.
We give good news on this show.
Do you expect anything less when
You're
coming
working
from
with
me?
Deidre Behar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
That's true. I say that all the time.
She's not her first rodeo.
Not my first
not
rodeo.
her first
She knows
time.
all the- she knows all the people.
Bring in it.
Predictions. 3 more episodes. Okay, so let's just rattle it off. Ari and the wife. The divorce paper is gonna get signed or no?
Signed.
Are you saying signed or no?
I'm saying it's over.
Wait a minute, before we finish, before you guys get into predictions, we have one more piece of music.
Oh, breaking news.
Nice.
Fresh off the press.
What?
Oh, bring
the
it.
Phone of the internet.
Do we need a little dun 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 dun?
You know what? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna title it.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Oh, I am ready for this.
What was the second thing we were gonna do? Maple syrup
You
taken?
guys can now text. Maple syrup is
obviously
taken. However, you can now send a tweet to Chris at Yummy Maple Syrup. That is your new Twitter handle.
Oh
Yummy
my
maple
God.
syrup.
Yummy maple syrup. You guys heard it here first. It's about
Sounds
to go.
like a porn name.
It's about to go
How
global.
At Yummy Maple Syrup.
At yummyMapleSyrup.com. Oh, no,
No,
not
just
just
Twitter.
that.
Yeah,
Twitter.
Yummy Maple Syrup.
I'm screwing everything up.
Yeah.
You gotta
Jesse,
okay.
that was such a
Why
great
don't-
lead in. And
why don't you
leave
just
it to
worry
me
about
to
the maple
botch it
syrup?
up.
Yeah, just worry about
You
your
just
yummy
worry about-
Yummy maple syrup.
Yeah.
Now,
Hit me up.
let me just ask you a follow-up question.
Now I'm kind of jealous.
Are you?
Because I
Isn't
really
that
like maple
sweet?
syrup.
Well, that's part of my follow-up question. You know how if you go to IHOP, they so delicately offer you about 4 different types of syrup? Boysenberry, regular, strawberry,
You guys really
blueberry. I take my breakfast very
We're not
seriously.
paid by any of these companies.
Do you have a favorite flavor of syrup?
You can't go wrong with the original.
OG.
Wow. okay.
OG?
You like to keep
Often
it.
Is that-
duplicated,
Original
never
gangsta syrup.
replicated.
I have one more little thing because I did think of you over the weekend. Now we're talking about maple syrup. There is a restaurant downtown. I'm going to give it a plug. It's called Nickel 5 Diner, and they have a donut drizzled in maple syrup.
Oh.
With bacon crushed on top of
Oh
it.
No.
my God.
No.
And not only is it just regular
Do they
maple
deliver?
syrup, it's
Is that a Canadian's dream?
I don't know.
official
That meal?
Sounds good.
Canadian maple syrup.
Oh my God.
Delicious.
Imported from XYZ
Canada.
Canadian city.
When are we going
Guys,
there?
I'm-
I'm
on a
feeling
maple
so at
leaf.
home here tonight. I'm like, it's
Yeah.
just, I
When
feel
are
the
we
love.
getting Nickel Dime Bar to cater to us?
Right?
What is their name again?
Sponsors.
Nickel
Nickel
Five.
5 Diner.
Nickel 5 Diner.
Downtown,
How did you find this place?
My friend took me, and not only that, I mean, okay, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have to take a
Apparently, it was
field
a
trip
traumatic experience
because
for
then
you.
there was a red velvet donut. And
Wow.
we'll continue that.
Okay, it sounds life-changing.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were gonna predict.
Oh yeah. Okay, so you all 3 say that.
No,
you didn't
sorry.
say
I
no.
think Ari is gonna pull something crazy out of a hat.
I
know
have
where
to
you were gonna
agree.
say.
Like a
Or
raccoon.
maybe, yeah, I know.
what you were gonna
yeah, I changed that one. But maybe he's at least. I feel like he's gonna do something big to try to win her back. Maybe the divorce papers. Maybe she'll say no. But I think he's gonna do something incredible.
Okay.
I hope.
What would it be?
Hey.
What could he possibly do?
I mean, what can he not do?
He can
Ask
do
yourself
anything.
that.
That's true.
He's an impressive guy. I
He
would love
is.
to see it.
He
I'm
has
just
so many
predicting that.
resources available. He has lots of funding and love in his heart.
Love.
There's some
What, do you think he's going to do some sort of like a grand gesture? Like
That's what
ask-
I'm saying.
Like, will you remarry me? And propose
She
with
would
a,
say
with a
no.
Kobe Bryant
He's going to
ring.
carve her face as the
In the
fifth
Mount
face
Rushmore.
in
No,
Mount
you know what?
Rushmore.
You know what? No.
Wait, I'm telling you, it's
I
like
think
this.
I love it.
I don't think it's going to be something like that because you know what? She's over money. She can get money in a divorce. I think he's going to do something
Understated?
And that
that
would make her feel
that
old.
a grand gesture to her that she'll finally see like, wow, maybe he can change. Maybe he can work on this.
It remains to be
Like,
seen.
like write their initials in the sand or
Okay,
something.
Deidre.
What? I'm just hypothesizing.
Number one,
a little bit more
no.
grander than that.
Oh my God, he wrote my initials in the sand.
I'm saying it's about the gesture. It's not about the
I know.
money.
Right.
So-
But I'm just saying I don't really have any idea, but that's why I'm not a writer.
Okay.
All right. So,
What do you think,
Sorry.
next?
You sounded like Jesse. I was like,
Oh, really?
Is he talking to me?
I'm channeling my inner Jesse.
What do you think about
Yeah.
Ari? You think the divorce papers are going to be signed?
No.
Really?
Because
No.
yeah,
Against
no.
one.
Look at
Because
this.
I think they're
Against
doing
two.
a
Against
really
two.
good
decision
job
here.
We know they're wrong.
toying with us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, wait. No.
I think they're toying with us. They are building it up to such an extent to the point where she threatened divorce tonight.
I hate her now. I don't even want to see her on any more episodes. She's so
I am kind of
bitchy.
over her. I got to admit, now that she's kind of on
No,
that
I
side,
want
right?
them to
don't
be
know.
together.
I do too.
They were the only stable couple this whole time, and I want them
Dana's
to.
cute.
I
And
like
I'm
Dana.
actually rooting
That's
for the
kinda
Dana
true.
connection.
Wow. And you know what? I am. The only
Lonely
reason I'm
hearts.
not opposed to Dana being, a fixture in
Yeah.
Ari's life because she's not new. That's why I have a problem with
Yes.
Elegant Sophia. You don't make Vince end up with some new
Yeah.
girl.
Well,
Sorry,
who would
He
you
needs
do?
to end up
has
by
been
himself.
around.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what she's saying. Dana's not new, so that's why she's
yeah.
okay
She's
with
in
it.
a
Yeah.
horror of a
Yeah.
lonely
Yeah.
heart.
Yeah.
And, you know-
I'm with you.
Yeah, and some people
I
might
agree.
even make the argument that they saw that coming. Mrs. Ari was way too over here, didn't understand his world. Dana has known his world the whole time, and she
Yeah.
still manages to be
The
really
business.
cute and sexy at the
She
same
is cute.
time.
We talked
Sexy.
about that.
I
She
like
is
her.
cute and sexy.
She's got that going for her.
Oh.
Now,
Speaking of.
really quick little piece of news that we forgot to mention. One of our dear friends, Kyle Griffith, shout out. He was actually partying in Las Vegas this weekend alongside the likes of Kevin Dillon.
Really?
And he didn't really reveal too much. I asked him for some details earlier, and he said he was just popping bottles with some old guy.
Well, you know, I did meet him and spend some time with him when I used to work, kind of do promotion for a nightclub and stuff, and he hosted the night, and he could not have been nicer. I was, for some reason, don't ask me why, because I think I'm the diva of the world, but having trouble getting into the penthouse where he was, and he came and did not know me at all, but was like, "Kate, let her in, give her whatever
Aw.
she wants. I don't know why you're being rude to her." And stood up for me. I was like, "Thanks, man."
Wow.
Does he talk in that deep, grovelly voice all the time?
He,
I
you
think
know
to an
what?
extent.
Yeah, but it's not as exaggerated.
Really good.
And he was just so nice.
Wow.
Said hi, took pictures with everyone.
That is cool.
Really nice guy. Really
Wow.
nice guy.
You go, man.
He said that Kevin Dillon was at Bear Saturday. So which pool is that? Is that at the Mirage?
Bear?
Yes. No,
the
MGM.
Bear pool party?
Mirage.
Okay.
I think.
And then he said that he was at Hayes, which is, I believe, the club in the
Mhm.
Aria
Yes.
on Saturday night. So
Marquee is awesome.
I said,
Just
was
saying.
this him literally partying, or is this more like a paid appearance? And he said, I think it was most likely paid because it was his birthday celebration.
Oh.
So happy birthday, Kevin Dillon.
Here's
Happy
to popping
birthday.
bottles with old guys.
Popping
Yeah.
bottles in the club.
How else would you celebrate your
saying.
birthday? He literally said he was popping bottles with some rich ass
Huh.
old dude. So
Nice.
all right.
Maybe that was to celebrate. Doesn't he have a new? He's got a new
She
gig
got the
coming
new
out.
show. Yeah. That's a
Oh,
piece of
really?
news. Weren't we going to talk about that? No.
You can talk about it.
I don't know much
Well,
about
we saw
it.
billboards.
We saw billboards. He's doing a new show on
Yeah.
CBS.
Nice.
Premiering next month.
Look at
A
him
buddy-
bringing in those
Wow.
employment checks.
Buddy comedy. Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
He
It's
found
very
his
cool.
niche, buddy comedy. That's what
two
it's
people
about.
on the show. They have two series going at one time. Him and Khan.
Right.
James Khan.
Right. Which
James?
Hawaii Five-0 is a complete departure from this role.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't ever watch it, but I would imagine.
And sorry,
and-
again, I need to comment on Ari's daughter.
She's looking
She
good.
grew up.
Yes.
She's
Like,
no longer
She
poor.
kind of looks like
yeah.
she belonged in that family too. They did a good job.
Yeah, great casting.
Yeah.
And the little boy is Doug
Isn't that
Ellen's
what it
son.
is?
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Sorry, we got to
Well,
get
he
back
got
to
his-
predictions.
Mrs. Ari reminds me of
you
my
guys,
ex-wife.
kind of a silly prediction. Do we think anything's gonna happen between Melinda and E? Do you think he's gonna rep her?
No.
Are they gonna hook up again?
That's
No.
just kind of a
I think
one episode.
He probably hates
I heard that Freudian slip. I heard that.
I
Did it get
said
past
nothing.
me?
Yes. I
No,
knew
I
it
don't
wouldn't.
think so. And I really hope that him and Sloan end up together. I'm going to be really pissed if they don't.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
As much as she's been a bit of
A problem. Yeah.
they do look good together.
Yes.
They work.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Vince?
Does Vince end up with
Sophia?
Miss Sophia?
I think he should end up by himself.
Yeah, and I think she's too much of a.
I'm thinking they are going
I
to
think
end
they're-
up.
I feel like they
really
are.
think that they're amping up the last few episodes to be like, okay, and here's
This
Vince's
is
love
the
interest,
girl,
and off
yeah.
into the sunset they go.
He's gonna have to
The
really.
writing just seems to be going
Right.
that direction.
He's gonna really have to woo her because she seems like a tough
Right.
cookie.
This is a
who-
challenge for him.
Yeah.
He's
So
been denied.
he's got 3 episodes to woo her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Best of luck to you, Mr.
Will we
Chase.
be satisfied at the last episode?
That's
That's something that's so hard to do.
That's
It's like-
something that I'm gonna need to
feel
bring
like-
all of us a Valium for because I'm not prepared to deal
Right.
with the last episode.
Yeah.
I don't know. Overall, this show has been so much a part of my high school
As a
and
season,
college and
take it out
adult
of
life.
context.
So-
As a season, will it
Oh.
be?
I'm always satisfied.
Well, okay.
I don't know. It's
You know
hard
what?
to give every viewer what they want.
I'll be looking forward to the movie.
Yeah, completely. And we'll do an AfterBuzz for the movie.
Then I'll be satisfied.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
On that note, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank
On
you.
behalf of Christopher,
Yes.
Joseph, David Abed, Sydney DeBear, and myself, have a wonderful evening. We'll see you next Sunday night. Good night.
Bye. Thanks for watching.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.